Coco Gauff shocks the tennis world. Wins WTA award previously secured by Aryna Sabalenka. When Coco Gauff stepped onto the stage at the 2025 WTA Awards, a hush swept through the crowd. The audience, filled with legends, rivals, and tennis enthusiasts from every corner of the globe, leaned forward in anticipation. For months, the conversation had revolved around Aryna Sabalenka, the reigning champion whose dominance had become the standard for excellence. But tonight, the narrative would shift dramatically. Coco Gauff, at just 20 years old, had achieved what many considered improbable. She had claimed the WTA award that Sabalenka had secured year after year. This wasn't just a victory. It was a seismic moment in women's tennis, signaling the rise of a new era. Glowing star of the season that changed everything. 2025 had already been a roller coaster for Coco. After years of steady growth and glimpses of brilliance, she entered the season with renewed focus. While many expected Sabalenka to continue her reign, Coco quietly began to dismantle expectations. Grass dominance. Wimbledon was a turning point. Coco's mental game, often questioned in high-stakes matches, reached a new level. Her forehands were precise, her movement fluid, and her strategy impeccable. Fans watched in awe as she defeated top 10 players with a combination of power and poise. Hard court prowess. Beyond Wimbledon, Coco showcased adaptability. From fast-paced hard courts in the U.S. to slower European surfaces, her tactical evolution became undeniable. She learned to mix aggression with patience, timing her attacks perfectly while minimizing unforced errors. Grand Slam impact. By the end of the season, Coco had reached multiple finals, claiming titles that had previously seemed just out of reach. Each victory was accompanied by visible composure, a mental toughness that critics had long suggested she was developing. What truly set Coco apart was her ability to translate potential into performance consistently, a feat that even Sabalenka struggled with during certain high-pressure moments. Trophy the award that shook the tour. The WTA award Coco won was prestigious. Historically dominated by players with established reputations and commanding presence on the tour, the award had been Aryna Sabalenka's domain. Sabalenka's combination of power, stamina, and competitive fire had made her almost untouchable. For Coco to win it meant one thing. She had redefined the landscape of women's tennis. It wasn't just about wins. It was about influence, consistency, and presence. When Coco's name was announced, the crowd erupted. Cameras captured her stunned expression, a mix of disbelief and joy. Tears glimmered in her eyes, reflecting not just her achievement, but the journey that had brought her here, a journey filled with early mornings, relentless training, injuries, and the pressures of global fame. Flexed biceps behind the scenes, Coco's road to the award. Few knew the behind-the-scenes story of Coco's 2025 season. Coaches, family, and close friends had witnessed her transformation, her coach's insight. Coco isn't just playing matches, she's learning from them. She studies opponents meticulously, anticipates their patterns, and adapts in real time. That's what separates great players from champions, said her longtime coach, noting that Coco's analytical approach had matured dramatically. Family support. Coco's parents and older siblings had provided stability throughout the whirlwind season. Their presence reminded her that success wasn't only measured by trophies. It was about growth and resilience. Mental conditioning. The psychological demands of the tour are intense, and Coco's work with sports psychologists have refined her focus, helping her navigate tense moments without crumbling under pressure. This behind-the-scenes dedication culminated in her performance on the court, creating a perfect storm that made winning the award inevitable. Camera with flash Sabalenka reacts. Grace and defeat. Aryna Sabalenka, ever the competitor, received the news with poise. On social media, she congratulated Coco, stating, "Coco has shown incredible growth this season. She deserves every recognition she earns. I'm proud of the battles we've shared on the court." The tennis world responded enthusiastically. Fans praised Sabalenka for her sportsmanship while acknowledging the undeniable impact Coco had made. For many, this was a passing of the torch moment, the emergence of a new superstar ready to challenge established norms. Globe showing Europe-Africa fan reactions, a global celebration. The announcement sent waves across social media. Twitter, Hashtags like hashtag Coco Champion, hashtag NextGen Tennis, and hashtag WTA 2025 trended worldwide. Fans dissected every match, every highlight, and every moment that had led to her historic award. Instagram. Tennis influencers shared videos recreating Coco's signature celebrations and match highlights. Her post-award speech alone garnered millions of views within hours. TikTok. Short clips of Coco's on-court comebacks, Wimbledon moments, and emotional trophy lifts went viral, introducing her story to a younger, global audience. Across continents, fans celebrated not just a single win, but the rise of a new figurehead for women's tennis. Someone whose combination of talent, humility, and charisma resonated universally. Tennis memorable matches that defined her season. Several matches were highlighted as pivotal in her award-winning campaign. Wimbledon semifinals. Coco faced a formidable top-5 opponent. Down a set and trailing in the second, she executed a series of tactical adjustments that shifted momentum, ultimately securing a comeback victory. Analysts called it a masterclass in composure and adaptability. U.S. Open quarterfinals. Against a veteran player with years of experience, Coco's blend of precision and aggression allowed her to dominate, signaling that she could compete at the highest level consistently. Season-ending championships. Coco's performance here solidified her claim to the award, defeating season champions and proving her ability to shine in critical moments. These matches weren't just about skill. They were tests of mental strength, endurance, and strategic thinking, qualities that the WTA recognized when awarding her the honor. Tennis is evolving, and Coco Gauff represents the future of the sport, dynamic, resilient, and multifaceted. Trophy beyond the trophy. Legacy and progress. While awards are markers of achievement, Coco's true legacy is still unfolding. This milestone is one chapter in a story defined by growth, determination, and impact. Fans, analysts, and fellow players alike agree. If 2025 prove anything, it's that Coco Gauff is not only a force to be reckoned with, but also a cultural ambassador for women's tennis, bridging generations and inspiring millions worldwide. Sparkle's final word. The dawn of a new tennis superstar. The world watched Aryna Sabalenka dominate for years, admiring her power and resilience. But Coco Gauff's win represents something new, a combination of skill, strategy, heart, and influence that transcends traditional measures of success. This moment will be remembered as a night tennis history shifted, when a young superstar not only rose to the challenge, but shocked the world by claiming her rightful place at the top. Coco Gauff didn't just win a WTA award. She announced herself as a future, and the tennis world has never been more excited to watch her story unfold. Tennis Trophy Glowing Star, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.